The first week of school, everything that you need to know. Now, take a look at this picture. Isn't it such a calming picture? But as you know, the first week of school is anything but a calming experience. Hopefully, this video will add some calmness to your first week of school.
In general, your first week of school with your students, you should be focusing on helping them feel safe and comfortable, making sure that the students are familiar with procedures and routines, and that they learn appropriate engagement of activities. On the first day of school, make sure that you introduce yourself, your assistant, and other school personnel that the students will come in contact with. Take attendance. Start matching names with faces. Go over the layout of your classroom. Tell your students your expectations, what your expectations look like, what they don't look like, and you might even want to role play this. Procedures, routines, and rules are so important in any classroom environment. You will need to go over these procedures, routines, and rules more than a million times. Well, at least that's what it will seem like. I am videotaping this at the time of the COVID-19 virus, so my top two, restroom etiquette and personal hygiene, will be super important. This list is not exhaustive, but it has some of the most important procedures, routines, and rules. Talk about lining up with your students. Where will they line up? Inside and outside of the classroom. And how will they line up? Do your students understand that they need to raise their hand to speak? What are your noise level expectations? What about fire drill and other emergency procedures for shelter in place, active shooter, or lockdown? Discuss the movement in your classroom, transitions, and your expectations for cleaning up. Make sure that you have an observation clipboard that you carry around with you every single day of that first week of school so that you can jot down any little thing that you notice about your students. And you want to think about what initial assessments you will be giving your students so that you know what information that they already know before you get into the meat and potatoes of your teaching. Now, the specifics. You need to have a visual schedule in your classroom. Do the Pledge of Allegiance daily. How will this be done? Take attendance. If you do the morning meeting or have a calendar time, will you do a good morning song? The calendar, how will that be done? The days of the week, months of the year, the weather? Will you do a morning message on an easel or whiteboard? Or will you even allow the students to share news that they want to share with the rest of the classroom? At the beginning of the year, I would not do all of these things, maybe a few, until the students get used to the routines, rules, and procedures. Daily read-alouds are integral parts of the daily schedule, especially at the beginning of the school year. Students love to sit and listen to stories. The David books are a good choice. Also, the Pigeon books are another good choice. More daily read-alouds? The Pete the Cat books are great. Or you can turn to favorites like Brown Bear, or Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. There are even more daily read-alouds. Really, this is the last of the read-alouds. If all else fails and you need to get your students refocused, just pull out a read-aloud to get those students back on track. In language arts, for the first week of school, You should sing the alphabet daily. If you have individual alphabet cards with the picture and the corresponding letter, review the sounds and the names of the letters. If you're in preschool or pre-K, start with nursery rhymes. Or if you're in kindergarten, maybe the second day of school, you want to jump right in to your language arts reading program. Also, there are so many activities that you can do with the students' first names. Or you might just want to do some puzzles, such as alphabet, rhyming pictures, or sequencing.
And now for some ideas on how to use 6 nursery rhymes in your classroom during the first week or so of school. First, I would have a chart of the nursery rhyme. Make sure you have a pointer. I would have a book of the nursery rhyme, as well as a song of the nursery rhyme. And also, you should do 1 nursery rhyme each day. Mary had a little lamb. You might want to just start discussing pets and see if any of the students have a pet, or if they don't, what kind of pet would they like? You can do a food activity where the students take a graham cracker, spread white frosting on the graham cracker, and maybe even add a few marshmallows if you would like, and then use chocolate chip morsels for the eyes. You can also do sequencing activities of different parts of Mary Had a Little Lamb. Lastly, you could just make a paper plate mask. Take a white paper plate, cut a circle out of the middle, use cotton balls, place them around the edges, and then add ears, and you have a simple lamb paper plate mask.
There's Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. You can discuss with your students, where do you see stars? When do you see stars? What are the characteristics of stars? How many sides does a star have? How many corners or points? You can take a basket of cutout stars, pass it around, but while the basket is being passed from student to student, the students each will take 1 star out and make a wish. You can also have rhyming stars. On pre-cut out stars, you glue pictures of rhyming words on each star, and the students have to match 1 rhyming star with another rhyming star. Or you can take index cards and put a designated amount of star stickers on the index cards, and the students have to count how many star stickers are on each index card. This sounds really simple, but the students really enjoy it. Humpty Dumpty. Discuss eggs. Discuss safety, good and bad choices, or use egg shakers. They have egg shaker instruments. Retell the story, or have the students create a wall out of blocks and use a real egg and see if that wall can hold that real egg, but make sure the floor is protected. Hickory Dickory Dock. You can discuss mice. Use instruments when you're retelling this nursery rhyme. When you say the clock struck 1, ding, the students play their instrument 1 time. Little mouse, where's your house? You use different colored cups or bowls that the students cannot see through. Hide a little plastic mouse under one of the cups or bowls, and the students have to tell you what color the mouse is hiding under. Or make a mouse face craft or a clock. Or use additional literature, such as if you give a mouse a cookie and mouse paint. There's Hey Diddle Diddle. You can discuss cats, make a circle map or a web, or discuss instruments, pull out other instruments. You can even have the students simply color parts of the nursery rhyme. Discuss living and non-living things because in this nursery rhyme, there are living and non-living things mentioned. Or here's a math activity. How far can you jump? The students start from a designated area and just jump forward with 2 feet. You measure how far they jumped with non-standard units, such as blocks or whatever else you might have. And then you see how many blocks long the student jumped. Here's an old-time favorite, Itsy Bitsy Spider. Discuss spiders. You can even make a T-chart. Ask the students, are they afraid of spiders? And on the T-chart, you have yes or no. And you write the student's name if they are or are not afraid of spiders. Make sure you teach the students the hand motions to this nursery rhyme and do some type of art. Or you can even make rain in a jar. You take a jar, fill it about halfway with water, then put shaving cream on top, and then you put blue food coloring on top of the shaving cream, and the blue food coloring will drip through into the water. Here are math and discovery activities, but it's just basically free exploration of pattern blocks, Unifix cubes, counting bears, puzzles, Play-Doh, and what's missing tray. Take 3 to 5 classroom objects, put them on a tray, let the students observe the tray, then take the tray away, take an object away, and the students have to guess what is missing. More math and discovery activities. Let the students play with Magnadoodle boards or foam blocks. I wouldn't take the wooden blocks out at first. You need to make sure that you don't have any students who will throw the blocks. Or let them play with stacking cubes or Legos or bristle blocks or sort pom-poms. I probably wouldn't take out my dramatic play area yet because this will be a very, very popular area and you will definitely need a lot of time to explain what you expect in this area. Music and movement. With or without instruments, you can have your students sing Wheels on the Bus, or if you're happy and you know it, Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes, My Hands on My Head, which is a Spanish and English song, Baby Shark, or do finger play songs, or nursery rhyme songs, or songs that teach the students procedures, rules, and routines. With regards to art, have the students draw a self-portrait with their name so you can see their drawing abilities and their name writing abilities. Have the students use tempera paint sticks for creative expression or even crayons and markers. Or have them make a necklace with cereal. Or even make them or have them use the dot painters to dot their name. Or simply tear paper as a fine motor activity. In social emotional development, you want to focus on the rules, being a good friend, following directions, teach respect to your students, and you can do these things using puppets and even role playing. In your outdoor play area, you might want to have the students just free play, or if you have them go on the apparatus, make sure they know the rules or any other additional activities, but do not have too many activities out there at once. Thank you for listening and joining me today. If you would like to subscribe to my channel, please press the subscribe button and smash that notification bell to be notified of future videos. There will always be more on the way. Thank you. Bye.